It's prime time. Talk TV. We're letting you know.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos like these.
For Prime Time.
To this day.
Oh man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about it seems like your boy Errol Spence Jr. is going to have to fight Keith one-time Thurman after all. Man, oh man. And a lot of people been asking him, you know, like, well, when's your fight? When's your next fight? And he like, look, I don't know what to tell you. He was like, you know, I was trying to make the Terence Crawford fight and no other fight. That was it. I didn't have a plan B. I wasn't thinking about nobody else because we thought we could make that fight happen. And it did. And so you have people on Terence Crawford's side blaming Errol Spence. Then on Errol Spence's side, his fans are blaming Terence Crawford. And then in the middle, you have everybody blaming Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. And in the whole time, you hear of no one blaming the business part of it, the network part of it, the promoters part of it. Nobody's blaming the promoters. I'm talking about the big heads that sit over this thing and put this thing together. Those are the promoters I'm talking about. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. And I have to reiterate it again, but this is my last time speaking on this. All right. So a lot of people are aware of the business side of the sport of boxing. So let me lay it out for the ones that do not know. Well, Al Heyman, PBC, his company, has a contract with Showtime. Showtime had a contract. They got bought out by Paramount, Disney. So Paramount is basically gutting a lot of shows in the Showtime network that's not making money. Anything that's going in a negative or in a red is dead over at Showtime. That's why the Crawford and Spence fight didn't have a budget. Is because Showtime wasn't going to fork over any more money for anything else to lose money. Now, if Top Rank hadn't tried to dismantle Terence Crawford identity and his name, you know, by saying that he don't sell tickets and things of that nature, we've never seen that. That's probably unprecedented thing for me to see. You know, I've never seen, you know, a white or Hispanic fighter ever get spoken on of, oh, he don't sell any tickets, so that's why. Wow, that was deep right by itself. So then, you know, rewind time, Mayweather was with Top Rank at one point in time. And he himself said out of his own mouth, Floyd Mayweather Jr., that I didn't make a serious check until I left Top Rank. And his first fight, he said that he made more money in his first fight as a free agent than he did in his whole career with Top Rank. So that puts you in a perspective of how they do things. And when Mayweather left Top Rank, you notice they didn't even speak his name ever again. You know, now they show highlights and stuff, of course, but it took a long time for that to come around. So, you know, therefore, you know, you have now where a fighter as good as Terence Crawford name gets murderized in the news. Crazy. I know that ain't the word, but I made it one. Murderized. And, you have now where people put in question, oh, he's not worth this or that. And that was one of the reasons for doing that. That is a tactic for doing that, is discrediting someone. Defamation of character. All those things is because you don't want them to succeed without you. You ain't gonna make it without me. You're gonna fall flat on your face. I can hear him saying those things. Crawford was like, man, I'm not signing again. But of course, he can't speak bad on, on his former employees and things of that nature. Even though they spoke highly bad of him in the public for years. And he, had a lawsuit and he dropped it. So, you think about it. Terence Crawford, very, very good fighter. Very, very good fighter. But he don't do a lot of things other fighters. He don't drink. He don't smoke. He don't party. He don't do those things to where he can get snagged in situations to where he can't get out of. And therefore, for most promoters, they don't like that. Because, most promoters like those little tangibles to where they can keep a handcuff on you, blackmail you into staying with them and things of that nature. But, all this I'm saying is all hypothetical, right? It's no proof or basis to what I'm saying, right? That's what everyone's going to argue. But it all plays a part in the totality of where we are now. The same situation, people saying, oh, this fight isn't worth that much. It isn't worth as much as what you think it is. And I understand, granted, people are going to stream and download and pirate the fight. But it's going to be a lot of people that get that fight as well. And the honest thing about it is that the business side of it just didn't have the money at the moment for that fight, because that fight does want a lot of money, and they done spent their budget on all the other fights throughout the beginning of the year. So therefore, they had to prolong this fight, push it back to next year. And of course, it's ugly the way they push it, but can't have no one blaming the network, can we? No. Rather blame the fighters. He said, she said. It's been a very, very long time in boxing where we have been this involved in a fight to know the budgets, the cost, things of that nature. Never before in history of boxing have we known the numbers like this openly. Where I can get the numbers sitting in my kitchen. Back in the day, you had to know somebody to get them numbers. And you had to be somebody to get them numbers. You had to be connected to get them numbers. And most of those people were in the media, writers, columnists, editors, things of that nature. But now, you can just Google it. You can download the app to find out what it is. So it's just that people have to really take a step back and understand these are just the fighters. They're not putting up the money for this fight. They're not going into their bank accounts and saying, okay, I'm Errol Spence, I got my part. Okay, I'm Terence Crawford, I got my part. No. So who is putting up the money for this fight? Why didn't Bud get a guarantee? Why was he able to get a guarantee from Black Prime and couldn't get one from Al Heyman and PBC? It's because, like I said, They waiting for contracts to end to re-sign or renegotiate new contracts with a new partnership, a new company that bought out Showtime. It's a lot of chambers that gotta go through first before they can even sit down and say we could do a fight. And as you notice, time ticked away to where it was impossible to see one happening this year between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. But people still argued, people still chatted, people still made up stuff that just weren't even real. And I've been saying this since day one. Check my receipts. But it is what it is, One day they'll catch on to old primetime talk and they'll realize, man, this dude be on it. He be on it. Because think about this. Y'all seeing Errol Spence duck, right? Well, right after his car accident, getting his teeth knocked out, eye messed up, face scarred all up, thrown from a windshield, he goes into a fight with Danny Garcia. Huh? Y'all don't remember that dude. And his father, they were happy, boy, Angel Garcia would get it. There's no way he could be the same fighter after an accident like that. That's the only reason why they took that fight. Because they couldn't fathom somebody going through an accident like that and getting back into the ring and not taking a tune-up fight. They couldn't fathom that. So immediately they pounced on that opportunity, right? And look at what happened. Now, do you think that's a guy that's going to duck Terence Crawford right out of an accident? He don't even take a tune-up fight. Keith Thurman took a tune-up fight. Terence Crawford took a tune-up fight. Sean Porter took a tune-up fight. All to get ready for Errol Spence. Remember that. Everybody took a tune-up fight for Errol Spence, but Errol Spence don't take tune-up fights for them. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. You can make up your own hypotheticals and all that stuff like that, but it don't line up with the truth and the facts that is presented to us from the universe. In real time, in real life, in video, in pictures, in color, in HD, in 4K. I'm not making nothing up. I'm just presenting to you what I see every single day. I've seen since the beginning till now. But to sit here and say, oh, it's Terence Crawford's fault. It's not. It's not. His sister was right. At the end, y'all gonna look crazy. Everybody making these channels, blaming him this, that, and the third. But it won't. It was just that the timing and the business wasn't there for the money for this fight. So they tried to create another way to still make the fight happen, but it wasn't pleasing to Terence Crawford. And instead of them saying, oh, the money ain't gonna be ready this year, let's just let everybody know, y'all gonna do the paperwork for next year, yada, yada, yada. But see, they can't promise anything because they don't know what they're going to get with the contracts with Paramount. They don't know what type of budget they're going to get. They don't know if the PBC boxing fight program going to be scrapped. Fox don't even know. So it's a lot of different moving parts that got to be set in stone and put in place before that anybody can say yay or nay to this fight. Now, I say this fight is going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. I believe this is just brewing to make it even bigger and better because it is being talked about now, right? So, let's just all take a deep breath, sit back, relax, pump the brakes on canceling and, making pictures with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford looking elderly. The fight going to be made in 2045, stupid stuff like that. Look, man, y'all chill out, man. Y'all guys crazy. So anyway, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine when you leave my house. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out. Till next time.